welcome to Yoga with India. I'm India, and today I'm going to be taking you through the second part of my modified Ashtanga primary series. So in the first video, I took you through a modified version of the standing postures. So in this video, we're going to be moving into our seated postures. Now, like I said before, it's a modified version, so it's inspired by the Ashtanga series. It's not the full Ashtanga series, but if you want to find a bit more about that, there's plenty online. But for this, it's going to give you a little bit of a taster. All right, let's get started. So we're going to begin sat down on our mat with our legs out in front of us. Good. We're coming into Dandasana. So we want to make sure that our bottom cheeks are moved out to the side and we can really feel our sits bones down on the mat. Flexing our feet, imagine they're up against a wall. Planting our hands down by our side, shoulders down away from ears, growing nice and tall out of your seat. Good. All right, we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. It looks like a really simple pose, but there's so much to it. We want to make sure that all that energy in our legs is going up towards our hips, so our legs are feeling really strong. We want to make sure our core is engaged. We're drawing a belly button through to spine. Good, elbows back. And that shoulders aren't slowly creeping up to our ears. It's really easy to do that. Good, one more breath here. Nice. All right, slowly letting the arms lift up towards the sky. We're going to take your inhale and then exhale, folding down over the legs. So either grabbing hold of the sides of the feet, if you want to, or another option is first two fingers can hook round the big toe. We're going to plant our feet up against that wall still, bending our elbows and then drawing our chest down towards our legs. Now you can bend the knees here if this helps, and then just slowly lengthen them a little bit, see if you can go a little bit further. But if you really do struggle with this one, no worries. Hands can come to the thighs or the shins. Just keep those elbows out to the side so you get the full engagement through this pose. Good. Keep breathing here, making sure those feet stay nice and flat. It's easy to want to help them to kind of curl in. We want to keep them nice and flat up against a wall. Good. Keeping that chest down. Nice. All right, one more breath here, keeping that back nice and long. Good. And then slowly coming all the way back up. Good. All right, walking those hands back. Our fingertips are going to face forward. Our elbows are going to go back as well. We're going to flex our feet like we were doing before, and then press our toes down into the mat. As we do so, our hips are going to go high, and we're going to look up to the sky. So we're in Padmasana here. It's a bit like a reverse version of a plank. Keep those hips nice and high. Good. Should really feel stronger here. This will soon make you get warm. Nice, and then slowly pressing those hips back down. And I always like to counteract this pose by just falling over our legs. Just releasing the body. Good, we're going to go with that one once more. All right, coming back into the pose. So fingertips facing forward, hands are behind you, elbows back, flexing the feet. And then slowly allowing those toes to point as we bring our hips nice and high and look up to the sky. Good. Keep that breath moving here. Nice. And then slowly bringing those hips back down. Good. And then falling over the legs. Good. Breathing. Really nice. All right, slowly rolling all the way up. Okay, we're coming into Janu Shavasana now. So right leg is going to come in towards our thigh. So our right foot is going to come as high up our thigh as possible. And our knee is going to fall down to the side. We're going to flex that left foot as much as we can. Good. And then bring our arms up above our head. Okay, take your inhale. Just as we did before, as you exhale, fold down over the leg. Grabbing hold of the shin or the foot, whatever feels good for you. Elbows go out to the side, and we want to keep that spine nice and long. So a little trick to do that is to not look at the knee, it's to look at the big toe. And try and get your chest to your knee rather than your forehead. So this will feel a little bit more intense. Just go at your own pace. Good. If you're finding that you've got a little bit of space in between the knee and the floor, you can always pop a book or a block underneath that. Good, drawing that chest down. Nice. It's a great one as you get stretched through the backs of the legs and the hips. Get those elbows out to the sides, keeping the arms active. Good. All right, slowly recovering all the way back up. Drawing that knee up. Okay, just putting your left hand by your side and inhaling, bring your right arm above your head. We're then going to reach our right hand forward and then see if we can wrap that right arm around our right leg and see if we can catch that right hand behind us. Now, if this is too much for you, you can just go for the reach, just over the top of your leg instead, but just see how it feels for you. Maybe you can try and bend your arms and see if you can connect the hands just a little bit, or maybe you can fully connect the hands. Try and keep that front foot flexed if you can. Good, deep breaths once again. Nice. Being really kind to your body, noticing any sensations. Good. And then slowly recovering, coming all the way up. All right, we're coming into a twist now. So right hand comes behind us. Left arm reaches up. And then we're going to cross our left elbow over our right leg. Now, you can either stay here and inhale out of your seat and then look behind your shoulder. Or you can see if you can wrap your arms around and go for the bind behind your back. I really struggle with this one, so I'm just going to stay exactly where I was. Good. And then looking back behind me into the twist. But just go wherever your body feels right. Some people also like to extend that arm down by your side too. Good. Just watch that extended leg. It might want to fall forward. Keep it nice and flexed. Nice. Going nice and tall out of your seat still. Good. And then slowly recovering. Coming all the way back round. And then lengthen the leg and giving your legs a bit of a shake. All right, let's go on the other side. So left leg comes in to the right thigh. I'm going to flex that right foot. We're going to go nice and tall out of our seat. Hands come above our head. Take your inhale. And then as you exhale, fold down over the legs. Grabbing hold of the foot or the shin or the thigh, whatever feels good for you. But trying to get those elbows as far out to the side as possible, chest down. Good. So if you've just done the first part of this video, the standing postures, then you'll notice the energy change. You'll still be building that sort of fire and energy through the body, but it doesn't feel quite as intense. It's not as cardiovascular. It's a little bit slower. It's a great pace to this sequence. Deep breaths. Good, get that chest down, look into the big toe. Nice, and then slowly coming all the way back up, bringing that knee up. And then just planting that right hand behind you, reaching up with the left, wrapping that left hand all the way around that front bent knee, seeing if you can clasp the hands behind your back. But if that's not for you, don't worry. You can always extend the arms out by your side, okay? Going whatever feels good for you. I always say sharp pain is not good, but sensation, that kind of, I don't know, that sort of burning pain that you can feel the body working towards something, that's okay. But yeah, sharp pain means the pose might not be for you, and that's also okay. Deep belly breaths here. Good. All right. slowly recovering, coming all the way back up. Now let's come into our twist. So left hand comes behind you, right arm reaches up. We're going to cross that right arm over our left leg, inhale out of our seat, and then exhale, turning all the way around, twisting in the core. Once again, if you want to, you can see if you can bind the arms. As you can see, it's not going to happen for me there. So just go at a place that feels good for you. Good. I think once upon a time I used to be able to bind my arms, but I think I've avoided this pose for a few years. Good. Making sure that you're twisting on your full core and not just the shoulders. Excellent. And then slowly coming all the way back round. All right, let's come into one of our favorites. Nice one for the core, Navasana, boat pose. All right, so hands are going to come right underneath our knees. I'm going to pull up out of our seat. Planting those feet into the mat to begin with. Feel that core engage. All right, we're just going to begin by lifting one leg up to about knee level and then lift the other. See how that feels for you. If you want to, you can lift the arms away here or take it even further and lift the legs, extend the legs. See where works for you, okay? Because I'm going to be talking, I'm going to bend my knees here. Good. So we want to keep lifting out of our seat. We don't want to be crunching down. We want to keep that spine nice and long. So energy through our hands. Deep breaths. Good. One more breath here. And then hugging the legs in. Really nice, well done. All right, we're going to go one more time. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take our hands underneath our knees. We're going to grow nice and tall out of our seat. And then lifting the legs up to a place that feels good for you. Extending those arms. If you get there and you think, oh, this is actually quite easy, just lengthen those legs a little bit. It'll soon start to hurt a little bit more. Good. Keep the breath moving. Woo, feeling that fire burn throughout the body. Good job. One more breath here. And then slowly hugging those legs in. Well done. All right. We're now going to plant the soles of our feet together and allow our knees to open out, placing our hands on our feet. Good. So begin by finding a nice tall spine. So you should just have a little play with how far you want to bring your feet in towards your core. Some people it's easy to bring it in further. Some people will find they'll need to extend the legs a little bit more. And then with your hands on your feet, peel your feet open, a bit like a book. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, place the elbows on your legs and bring the chest down towards the legs. Good. You can really look at the feet here and try and put a bit of pressure through the arms to open the hips out a little bit more. Good. This one's called Baddha Konasana. Deep breaths here. Good. Chest down. Nice, really feeling those hips open. I really love a hip opener. Good, peeling those feet open like a book as well, just intensifying the pose. Good. Okay, one more breath here. And then slowly coming all the way back up. Good job. Drawing those knees up. Nice. And then placing your hands by your side, just shuffling your weight forward and lying down on your backs. Good. Okay. We're now going to go into our back bend. So if a back bend isn't for you, then don't worry. We can come into our hip raises or our bridge. So we want to do our bridge. Our feet are going to be planted right up by our glutes, our hands by our side, And our knees are the same distance apart as our feet. And then we slowly roll our hips, peel our hips off the mat and raise our hips nice and high, shoulders planted down on the mat, and stay here for a few full breaths. Good. All right, if you'd like to do the back bend, then really do make sure your body feels good for it. And then take your hands right by your shoulders. Your feet should be right up by your glutes. And then put pressure through the hands. Lift the hips and slowly lift the body off the mat. Good, looking right behind you. Deep breaths here, making sure the knees stay in line with the feet. Good, I'm just going to come back down, but if you want to stay here for a few more breaths, do so. So if you are in a bridge, then making sure you're popping those hips as high up as you can. Good. And if you're in a full back bend, just watching those knees, making sure they don't fall out to the side. You're going to get stretched through the abs here if you're in the full back bend too. Good. All right, when you're ready, slowly coming all the way back down. Well done. If you do the full back bend, that's pretty intense. To be fair, the bridge is intense too. All right, let's draw our legs in and just give your spine a little bit of a massage there, a bit of a rock to side. All right, we're going to come into a shoulder stand now. So if a shoulder stand's not for you, then don't worry. We can just take our hands underneath our glutes and extend our legs up above our head, like this. So you still get that feeling of taking the pressure off the feet. If you want to go for the full shoulder stand, then lengthening the legs down by your side. Good. All right, well done. You reach Shavasana, your relaxation pose. So just slowly finding yourself lying down on your mat, palms up to the sky. And just releasing here, closing off the eyes. Allowing the feet and the hands to fall wherever they want to naturally. Allowing the breath to come back to a very natural place. And then the body to soften. Good job. Taking a few moments of stillness here. Just hearing the breath. Good. If you want to stay here for a little bit longer, then please do so. Or follow my lead by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Taking the arms overhead, full body stretch. Good. And then slowly drawing the knees in, rolling onto your side. Hand by your side. And then pushing up into that comfortable seat. Good. Crossing the legs if you can, or just having them at a place that feels comfortable for you. Taking your hands by your side. Good. Re-inhale, hands coming all the way up, palms meet. Exhale down to heart center. Inhale, hands coming all the way up. Exhale down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, hands coming all the way up. Exhale, hands coming down to heart center. Bow your head to your heart and your heart to the ground. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this modified primary Ashtanga series. It is very much influenced by the series, like I said before. So if you liked it, then have a look online. You'll find the full series there. It's a little bit more intense than what I've been doing for you. And then please do subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. All right, see you again soon. Bye.